Michael Schumacher's been sitting there now for a good 30-35 seconds, so has Montoya. The temperatures in the engine and brakes, everything will be getting red hot. They need the start to be any moment now, and guess what, guys, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, and it's now! Schumacher away, well, look at that BAR, Schumacher cuts across, chops in front of Montoya, brutal chop, and look at Barrichello down the outside. Barrichello goes for Montoya, but Montoya is keeping his foot in it. Is he going to go around the outside of Schumacher? Yes, he is. The two McLarens are up well as well. Contact! Schumacher's lost his front wing, Barrichello takes the lead, and Montoya has to take evasive action, but that's Schumacher's wing lying in the racetrack.
Yes, indeed. Let's see how Schumacher can cope with that. It looked a fairly big piece, didn't it? And Schumacher will be understeering like crazy if he's lost half his front wing.
And look at this, that's Michael Schumacher with no front wing attacking the Jordan.
Yeah, and Schumacher went, he's obviously way lower than fifth now. He'll have virtually zero front grip. We can see the Ferrari mechanics getting ready with fresh tyres.
We're hearing that there's an incident involving car number 6, which is Juan Montoya, under investigation by the stewards. That's presumably the incident at the start. They're having a look at it, so let's hope they don't decide to punish him by giving him a black flag, stop and go penalty, anything like that.
Those two really are trying to stamp their authority. Michael to maintain it, Montoya to seize the high ground, and I think we're going to see a lot more of those two getting together.
And in fact, he's going to get a drive-through penalty, Montoya. So Juan Montoya is going to be called into the pit lanes. He'll lose, I'll tell you exactly how much time he'll lose. He will lose 20 seconds doing that. That's how long it takes to come into the pits and go back out again.
And that, of course, then is at 120 kilometers per hour from the start of the speed limit area to the white line at the exit of the pits. I've never seen that penalty applied before. Normally it's a stop and go. I wasn't even aware that penalty existed, I have to say.
It does now.
It certainly does.
Juan, you have a drive-through penalty. Not a stop and go. Drive-through penalty. Come through the pit lane on the limiter this lap. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because of Michael. Don't worry about it. We have to do it. We have to do it.
Das übersetzt.
Just drive through on the limiter. Through on the limiter. I'll be honest with you. This is bullshit. I gave him proof.
Ich hab ihm Platz gelassen. Diese Entscheidung ist dumm. Tu einfach das Beste, was du kannst. Wir diskutieren später. Also, der Fahrer hat die Meinung.
Look how close Montoya is. We know he's supersonic under braking, and well done, gents. He's given him a bit of space, but not too much. Hang on in on the apex, but brake a bit in the middle, slow him down. Nicely done, very nicely done, and put him out of rhythm. Otherwise, he'll nail you into turn 4. It's such a small braking zone into 4. It'll be a good man who can do it, but Montoya is a good man, and he has done it. Look at that, very, very good driving from the pair of them.
Juan Pablo, you had much more incident in the race than you wanted, starting at the first corner. Talk us through that, and also what were you waving to Michael afterwards as you were coming back round to both make your first pit stops?
Well, I'll be honest, when we had this tire, came around the outside of Michael because he moved to the right, and we got to the corner. I gave him enough room, I talked to him already. He said he had a bit of understeer, and he touched me, and that was it. For me it was a race incident. I think for him it was the same. And I was a bit pissed off because I saw he understeer off into me, so that's why I went like that to him. But that was it, It was a bit frustrating because the car was very good. I did fastest lap of the race, and I think the strategy I was in, it wouldn't work from where I was.
Obviously, you were called in for the first driver to receive a drive-through penalty rather than the stop-go. Do you think that was really unfair?
But I think it was very unfair because, I gave him room. He understeered a bit off. He touched me. That was it. I kept, it's racing incidents that, I think after what happened in the first race, they went a bit extreme, and I had to pay for it. I think the stewards didn't want to go. Everybody saying, "Oh, they should have done something," they didn't. I think.
Michael, could you describe how you saw the first corner incident? Did you simply understeer into Juan Pablo, or did he not leave you enough space?
You can see it from two ways. I mean, obviously, if he would have opened more, we wouldn't have touched. But he wasn't willing to do this, so there wasn't any room for me. So we touched. I mean, I didn't see a drama in that. It was a shame that I lost my front wing and had to come in for a pit stop. I lost a lot of time, obviously, for that lap, plus the pit stop. But anyway, it was an exciting race in the end.
Do you think the penalty that Juan Pablo got was fair. You also ended up coming through the field doing a lot of overtaking, but do you think maybe he was dealt with quite harshly today?
Honestly, to be honest, yes, because I would think we have seen situations far more extreme where nothing has happened, and today a little touch, something was done. We don't seem to have a very consistent situation. That's something we maybe all together want to improve in future.